You are listening to Practical and Woo by Mindset and Manifest. My name is Eden, and I invite you to embark on a journey with me to explore the practical and spiritual edges of the unknown for the purpose of allowing you to embody and empower yourself uniquely as you are and to intentionally create and live a life of freedom and fulfillment. Each week, I'm going to discuss topics such as energetics, reality creation, manifestation, astrology, tarot, and more to help empower you to live beyond perceived limitations and to practically design your life so it feels like absolute magic every step of the way. Let's dive in. Well, hello, brilliant soul. Paradoxes seem to be the bread and butter of manifesting. They are something so natural to the process of reality creation, and they seem to pop up everywhere. A phenomenon of being met with a manifesting principle, and then when actually attempting to implement it, you suddenly come face to face with a paradox. On the top of my head, I can think of a few paradoxes that are ripe in the realm of manifesting, and we have definitely explored and addressed some of them here on Practical and Woo before. Episodes 4, 7, 18, 23, 24, 25, 27, 37, 56, and 67 are just to name a few. Paradoxes are a natural part of the process of manifesting, and I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to pop up again and again to infinity. So, what exactly makes paradoxes so inextricably linked with manifesting? This is the question we are going to explore on today's episode, and it is my hope and intention that by the end of this episode, you are left with a newfound appreciation for them, as opposed to a feeling of uneasy annoyance or frustration. I understand why you might feel frustrated towards the paradoxical nature of manifesting. You've come to find this delightfully magical information that suggests to you that you get to create and live the life of your dreams, only then to be met with convoluted twists and turns. You are painted a picture of a promised land, and in many cases told that it's super simple, only to find yourself on a lengthier journey of self discovery you weren't necessarily expecting. You were promised the thing you want. You're expecting the thing you want. And in many cases, it's proving to be more complicated than that. There is a sudden assumption that may come into view at this point. The assumption that manifesting or intentional creation somehow doesn't work, that the wool has been pulled over your eyes. This is where the faint of heart bow out, remaining attached to their belief that manifesting is nonsensical hocus pocus and has actually made life more complicated when it promised to make it easy. When you come into the world of manifestation because you really, really want something and you really, really want to create that thing for yourself, and then you are met with the paradox, it can feel easy to suddenly disbelieve in your creative power, to suddenly disbelieve in your ability to create the life of your dreams and to manifest in your life the desires you hold in your head and your heart. When you discover principles and then feel like they are suddenly turned on their head as soon as you begin to implement and embody them. It can be frustrating when you encounter the sudden advice, I know you really want this thing, but you have to become neutral to it. You have to not want it in order for it to come into your reality. Or the advice that if you want to change something about your reality, whether it's the unfolding of an event, a character trait, or an aspect of your appearance, then you must fully and wholly accept the thing you want to change as it is. Or the sense of you must take action, but not until you align to the thing you're wanting. And the type of action you must take must be inspired action, or the suggestion that you must live in the present moment because that's where the magic is. and then also have a clear direction and intention for what you're creating. Or the idea that in order to serve others, you need to fill up your own cup. Paradox after paradox. If you have listened to this list and have begun to feel a nervous response of some kind, then please bear with me. Before I continue, I want to reassure you. Intentional manifestation is real. Your desires are available to be yours, and you are capable of creating anything and everything you want to have and experience in your life. The reason for this episode is to shed light on the paradoxes and their purpose so that you can regain your sense of excitement and so that you can feel equipped to navigate them head on. Personally, I have come to deeply appreciate manifesting paradoxes because at their core, they ensure that my intention and motive behind my desired manifestation is authentic, true, and pure. Paradoxes guarantee that the creation and acquisition of a physically manifested desire carries with it an expansive and meaningful life lesson, a pearl of knowledge and a nugget of wisdom. Without the governance of paradoxes, it would be easy to manifest, potentially. And you might be thinking, heck, I want it to be easy to manifest because then I would have what I want. And that's the whole point, isn't it? If the paradoxes of creation didn't exist, then you might be able to instantly and effortlessly manifest all of the riches you needed in the world and your dream home and your dream partner. And then you would be able to fully avoid and escape the pain of not having those things. Maybe. It depends on the you that was manifesting in the first place. It would kind of be like getting all of your desires met. But if your desire for those riches, your dream home, and your dream partner was initially motivated because you wanted to feel better about yourself, then the material acquisition of those things would teach you absolutely nothing about loving yourself more. You would miss the gift of becoming the person who loves themselves more and instead cut straight to the seemingly good stuff. The paradoxes are a filtration system, inviting you to work your way towards your desires through the inside out, an invitation to lay down the force, the pomp, the pageantry, the necessity, inviting you to become deep and authentic in your self-love, in your self-compassion, and your self-understanding, inviting you to be in this perpetual growth of yourself, in this expansion, committed to you being this incredible and authentic version of yourself, just radiating love, bliss, joy, pleasure, happiness, and whatever else that makes you truly happy from the inside out. Let's say you were still caught up in the idea that you needed external validation in order to feel good about yourself. And in order to get that external validation, you convinced yourself that you needed to manifest a new car, fancy new clothes, and a dream house so luscious it would make Barbie feel jealous. Without the paradoxes, the manifestation would be simple. You could wish it into existence seemingly at the snap of your fingers. Now you have your car, your clothes, and your dream home. But do you feel you'd actually be happy? Those items might be enticing for a day or even a month, but the desire for more would soon occupy your existence. These things are now old, so now I need to manifest more and more and more in order to be happy. Versus, let's consider manifesting with the paradoxes, where you recognize and understand that you have to find acceptance for yourself in order for the change to occur. To understand that I need to set boundaries so that I can fill up my cup and then show up for others with my overflow. From my vantage point, the paradoxes yield the true gift of manifestation, the gift of being a version of yourself that feels wholly like yourself, committed to the journey, basking in a sense of peace, pleasure, and play, because there is trust in your manifesting and creative prowess. Until next time.